Divine Comedy, The XYZ Prophecy, written by TheaMWC Clark. My darling Nadine, the thought of her and all the painful strides and intimate sacrifices upon her credit has all been for the sake of her existential pursuits. As with most alchemists, transmuting pain into a sure footing is a remarkable feat, likened to that of the butterfly effect in real time. And of course, you know exactly who I'm speaking of. Thus, I arrive with a tender message. She grows weary in her efforts to stay afloat. This leads me to ask you, would you pluck the wings from a butterfly? Or how about pull the claws from a panther? Or better yet, attempt to extinguish the internal fire of the great mother dragon? I say no. It's much more beneficial when the natural essence of such creatures isn't compromised. The two of you are warriors in the garden. Individually, you both are amidst the company of loved ones, and from your hands sprouts a wealth of creative life and style. Together, you'll stand as a complementary force to be reckoned with. Many will continue to miss the mark when it comes to the true comprehension surrounding fruitful companionship. The gift of an old friend carries the confidence of accumulated wisdom, or at least we wish it would. Deep, authentic satisfaction is truly hard to come by. Dreams and successive goals are even harder to fulfill, and yet you both maintain your harmony and gratitude for a better day through each experience you encounter. You may now go to her. She's finally closed out all old cycles and useless distractions and is no longer divided with the regards to whom or who she should hold on to and that which she must let go. Emotional sovereignty is among her most treasures. And so, your genuine interest in her purpose driven pursuits is what she adores the most about you. She can always sense when interactions with other humans are authentic and accompanied with pure intentions. She's been through enough in this lifetime, but she also knows her charge to preserve the time and space imprint will forever take her into the darkest depths and shadows of broken hearts and tragic magics. She's been charged with helping to rescue the inner childs of lost tribes, to rescue love, even though it's tough as nails and may have a belly full of passionate fire. So continue to hold her in safe space. The divine is celebrating your quality of presence and the bounty of open heartedness you bring to the situation. Consequently, she's been tasked with this great challenge. And contrary to popular opinion, she has been staying the course, adhering to that quiet voice within her inner heart chamber, the one that instructs her every single day, moment to moment, without fail. Sometimes she blends well with the likes of others, and sometimes she does not. Good thing she's not afraid of the dark. Good thing she's wise enough to know that this world has never promised her 100% of so called good times. Good thing she's aware that within some of the most surprisingly hurtful situations comes the greatest lessons of this 3D lifetime. You got to know that you're dealing with the heart of a warrior, yours and hers. Life for her has been no crystal stairs. For you either, as a matter of fact. And yet, you both remain ambassadors of love and legacy. And whatever you do, please, please do not be in the habit of calling her baby. She's never understood this particular pet name in a romantic context. For a long time, she's considered this to be the colonial term of endearment from the pussy takers, those that honestly have no idea regarding the magical essence of the yoni, members of an anti-yin culture existing within an ignorance that figures the punani is theirs due to romantic proximity. Nah, it's not. So please, never get snagged in this horrible misrepresentation of perfect chemistry between those activating sensual synergy. You both are moving into wisdom that allows for actively voicing one's truth, with respect remaining intact, even in disagreement. Disagreement does not automatically ensue disrespect. Disagreement is actually a wealthy aspect of human awareness. So, whenever you are unclear about her, ask questions. Assumptions are the assassins to your union. Always remember this. Oh, and dance with her. Her inner child heals every opportunity she gets to dance with romance. Her north node is in Aquarius, so it's often mental for her. Her mental channel is like the Nile River, for which she emotionally flows and sometimes overflows, all depending on the cycles of the sun, the moon, and the stars. And she couldn't turn it off even if she wanted to. Lastly, her pen is her double edged sword. From the moment she learned how to write, she's been in constant companionship of this pen. Those that were around her during her childhood days freely recall her attraction to big words and her determination to fluidly define them. As she grew into her middle ages, she constantly pondered the powers to define and began identifying how such powers influenced the principles that separate various people, places, and things. Recognition, evaluation, contemplation, meditation, all manifestations involving one's relationship with its vocabulary. Spoken or spelled, words, in conjunction with other vibratory frequencies, transform broken hearts into art, reconcile societies, and bond trust, tribe, and trajectory. And yet, again, regardless of trendy opinion, words have the power to undo, destroy, dismiss, and divorce honest intent, transparency, due diligence, and freedom writing. What if I told you you were approaching a scenario of reincarnated spirit, best depicted in the story of Merlin and the sword and the stone? Remember, only one could pull the sword from the stone. Also remember, I speak metaphorically, so many humans may take on this energetic influence. With the yielding of such quintessential powers, many are being called to preserve our historical accounts, especially in words, in all its glory, grace, and gratitudes. You shall become the living example of grapevine forward movement, literally and figuratively. Innovation is upon you. So go, synergize your possibilities. And for the record, she's among such opportunities to rise, shine, and break bread with fine wine. This is your generation's XYZ prophecy. So mote it be.